That time. That time. Don't stop, get it, get it. It
Hey
says
y'all.
it said joining with Simone. I mean Love Loud. Wait, I got a song for you.
What?
So, um, before we got on our first live, I asked you if you knew this song, but maybe you don't know it, but maybe our listeners or our friends know it. Okay,
Okay,
so
let's see if they
I
know.
got an Apple computer, so you gonna hear text messages, but
Put that thing on you, girl.
I can't put them because I gotta play my song. But here it goes.
Oh, okay.
You are my friend. I never lose yeah, this house music, girl. Oh, you hold my hand. I get it.
Oh my God, I don't know the song.
I love that song.
You're
That
gonna have
song.
to send it to me. I have no idea what that is.
It's called "You Are My Friend." Put in YouTube. You Are My Friend Club version. My
Okay,
cheeks
you
hurt.
are my friend club version, cause
Yes.
honey, I, does
I
anybody else know that song? Please let me know.
they play it in Jersey, and whenever you go to older people's houses, I mean parties and stuff, or cookouts and stuff, they always play that song, and you just do a little two-step, like you are been around.
Oh, when I come out there, I hope they play that. You gotta
Yeah,
play that at the party.
bring them in there. Bring
When
them.
I'm oh, I'm gonna. You know she here right now. I can bring her over. Hey, come here. Come here. I'm live right now. Come here.
Well, she ain't
There's
gonna
people
like that
watching.
Jersey song. She like the other ones.
It's okay. She cute. Come here. Say hi to the people that's on live. Say hi to
Hey,
my baby
hey,
sister.
hey.
She just graduated from high
Oh,
school.
congratulations.
Gosh,
Happy
I'm so
2020.
proud of her.
Aw.
She graduated. Say hi to the people. Hey, people. Yeah, she going to college, y'all. She want to be a pediatrician. She got into Sac State. Okay.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, see? I'm so proud of her.
PC's, PC says congratulations too.
See, I congratulate you. Hey
Yes,
y'all, thank y'all for joining. For y'all that are here, this is our Q&A session. So
yes.
whatever question you may have, ask away. You can ask whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You can ask about life. You can ask about, you know, minute things, you know. You can ask about an allure of questions. Whatever's on your minds. Friendship breakups, romantic relationships,
Yes, so
siblings.
let's say that our topic today was friendship breakups. If you watch Insecure, Simone, I know you wanted to touch on that topic, but if you watch Insecure, I think it was funny that that's going on with the thing because I've been talking about this topic with friends, and I've been talking about it with Monie, like, yo, this needs to be one of our topics because it's real. And then it happened to be in
On
Insecure
the
that,
show, and it happened
like,
before. We talked
spoiler
about it
alert,
before the
but,
show.
it starts off, I don't fuck with Molly no more. So that whole friendship breakup situation. But I did want to ask this.
Okay.
I'll start off with a question, but if you all have questions, put it in the comments, and you know, we'll touch on those. But Simone and everyone else, and I saw Priscilla answer earlier, so this is why I remembered. So thank you, Priscilla. Which is worse, a friendship breakup or a boo thing breakup?
You know what? I would have to say it depends on the extent of the relationship,
Which
but
relationship?
both of them. Because I'm
Okay.
like, if I've only been dating this dude for like 3 months, but I've had this relationship with a girl for, my close friend for a year, that was most likely going to hurt more than me in the situation that I had with this guy for 3 months.
Okay.
I just in retrospect in regards to the time frame. But if I want to talk about it personally, like I told
Yes,
y'all
we love
before,
personal. We love personal.
it equally hurt. It hurt equally because I think I was in a long relationship with my first relationship was long, and then that friendship I had was also really long. So I lost when I told you I lost them both at the same time. So it was double the heartbreak, and I went through a point in time with me trying to truly understand um my place in both of those relationships and why things happened the way that they did, because honestly and truly I was told that I was a bad friend, and those words were told to me. I was told verbatim,
Wow.
you are a bad friend. And that hurt me because I'm like, how can you
That
sit
does
there and
hurt.
tell me I'm a bad friend when I know I've been there for you, but I can't be there for things that I don't know about?
Yeah.
So it also became a thing of like, if you don't open up and tell me things when I ask you, how you doing, how things going, and you give me the bottom line of what you really going through, I can't truly be there for you how you want me to be. So you can't blame me for that.
Yeah.
Um,
I have a question. Um,
mhm.
Someone is asking, Simon, did you ever consider, you know who that is, did you ever consider reaching out again to that friend you talked about earlier? So this is
um,
the same friend that you're talking about now.
yeah, I did actually. We've spoken again, and I think it was to,
I gotta pour
I
some
think
more.
I think we considered to try, um, like to like hash out what happened and try to rekindle that friendship again. But
Hmm.
when it came to a point for us to hang out again, it just never happened. Um, So I don't know. It's I don't know. It's a really weird situation, and I honestly wouldn't mind trying to have a conversation again. But if it's fully fizzled out, then it has fully fizzled out, and I don't mind that time being over. But I'm always open to a conversation and hearing people out and seeing what went wrong. But we have definitely talked. We talked in person actually,
Yeah.
um, because I reached out after my grandmother passed away. So since we were that close, I felt like I had to let her know, like, hey, she passed away. That's how
Yeah.
close we were. So we talked, and I thought the relationship would kind of grow again after that, but it didn't. So, but I just have to see as time goes along, what happens. Like I said, it's probably misunderstanding, miscommunication, mixed feelings, assumptions, and it's something that I'm sure can be worked through. May not be the same as it used to be because we're two totally different people, but I feel like it's something that could be hashed out and um, rekindled.
Okay. Um, so for me, I'm hearing you say, I don't want to turn into therapist mode, but I'm hearing you say that basically time plays a significant part on um, the matter of your friendship and how much of an effect that can have on you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So I agree. I think time plays a major role. At the same time, personally for me, I have friends now who I'm meeting today, who I have a stronger bond with than I had with friends who may have been my friends since middle school or high school. So it depends on the quality of that relationship, as
hmm
well as the quantity of the time of as long as we have been friends. Um, so I don't know because I never had a situation where both happened at the same time. But just like thinking about it, I would think that it may hurt me more to lose a friendship than to lose a boo thing. Like a boyfriend of a whole bunch of years, that's something different because like what you had. But
Yeah.
at this point, like if I were to start dating someone now, I would think that one of the ladies or guys who's my friend now, it might hurt to lose them more than it might hurt to lose that person. But I don't know. I may feel different because then that might be the friend who, hey, I only knew him for 5 months, but I feel a stronger bond with him than I
Right.
feel with Sierra. I ain't got a close friend named Sierra. That's why you said it.
I know your close friend is Simone. We know.
But yeah. Dang, I had another question too, but I can't think of it right now. Any other questions,
Anybody,
y'all?
right. Anybody else got a question? Y'all want to keep this going? It honestly can be about anything.
Yes. I want to know why Boss Ray thinks that Molly is tripping. Who do you think is tripping? Who do you think is tripping, Monie?
I did feel like she overreacted. I feel like she could have waited until after her event. Like
Okay.
that was a big moment for Issa. Like she had been working really hard for months on that. And it just came to a point where I don't think it wasn't that she didn't want to help Issa. I think it just came to a point where she was more so focused on
Ray was like,
building that bond in her
tripping.
relationship. Like her relationship, the relationship she's in is important to her. So she didn't want to try to mess things up by trying to get him
Right.
to do a favor for Issa. So
Right.
that part I understand, but I also see Issa's point of view also. It's like, okay, well, you're not gonna help me, but here come old boy. He came ran to the rescue. They just happen to be roommates, they friends. You know what? Let me do this for you. I got you. I see you need help. Let me see what I could do. And he
Right.
just happened to come through. I feel like she's tripping based on the fact that she couldn't wait. Like she definitely could have waited until after the event to say how she felt, but bringing it up then at
Yeah.
that time, it wasn't the right place. There's a time and place for everything, and that wasn't the place. But I definitely feel where both of them were coming from in that matter. But she definitely could have waited.
Okay. So I 100% agree with you that that specific scenario was wrong. I'm not gonna like say, oh, it was the liquor or whatever. Like, no, like point blank period. If you feel that upset about it, leave and then confront me or talk to me about it later. Like you said, this is a big moment. We all saw Issa try so hard to have something, and we saw her fail so hard, and then now all of a sudden she's like doing her thing, whether it was with your man's help or not. Like she's doing her thing, so be her friend, be there for her to support her in that. But then if you feel that upset about it later on, say, okay, this is how I feel about it. Okay, so Boss Gray says, nah, because when I'm mad close to the camera. Nah, because when Molly found out Andrew helped Issa, her response to Andrew was like, we ain't cool like that. Yeah, I think that's a tripping situation too. But I really fell off of Insecure, like watching it, because I like to like binge it at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. But my friends and everyone is continuously talking about it, so I ended up watching like all of Insecure. Simone was like, "Why you want to see it?" I was like, "I gotta understand." I don't know if it's the therapist of me in me, but I was like, "I gotta understand the history of this relationship that they have." But as far as like this specific season that they're on now,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I agree. Molly was tripping in that specific instant, but there's been on the other episodes, Molly has been trying to talk to Issa. When what's that girl? Consola, is that her name?
Con somebody.
Condola. Yeah,
Condola?
Condola. When she popped in or she was about to leave during the lunch, and then Issa was like, "Oh no, you could sit with us." Prior to, Molly had said she wanted to meet up with her for lunch.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking Molly wants to talk about what's going on with them. But here's Issa like, "Oh no, she could stay." And then friends, when we look at
Yeah.
each other, what I'm saying with my eyes. And she like, "What?" Like she disregarded what Molly was saying with her eyes and still let Condola sit down with her. Then when Issa called her on the phone, Issa called Molly on the phone and was like, "Hey girl, I need to meet up with you or see you or something like that." And then Molly said, "Yeah, I've been going through it too, blah blah." And she like tried to say what was going on. Then Issa
Yeah.
jumped in again, like cut her off. Then when they went hiking, she did it again. So she's continuously like Issa is just so like selfishly thinking right now that she's
Mm-hmm.
not considering Molly. So I don't 100% blame Issa, or I don't 100% blame Molly. I just think that they have not had yet a chance to sit down with one another and
Right.
hash it out the right way, or say, "Hey, this is what I feel." And I found it funny, which happens in real life too, is that when they were at I can't think of the girl name, but the one that just had the baby, when they were at her house and they separated from the living room, Issa said to one friend, hey, is it me or is Molly tripping? And then when Molly was in a friend with the other girl, she was like, did Issa say something to you? But
Right.
neither one of them had that conversation together. So there is where I said earlier about that he said, she said situation, and not being able to sit down and confront one another, or let one another
Right.
have that proper conversation about what's going on. So that's what I see in their relationship.
But also to a certain extent too, I can feel Issa not wanting to reach out because I've been in a situation where I've always been the person to reach out. You're like, you know what? Being the bigger person, like, let me reach out. Let me reach
Right.
out. Let me apologize. Let me see if you good. I've been there. And it gets to a point where you just like, I'm always reaching out. Why can't nobody
Yeah.
reach out
But
to
Molly
me?
did reach out. It was just that when the situations happened, it was just always interrupted by something else.
Oh no, girl. I'm like on the next episode.
Uh, I ain't see that one, I guess.
Because oh, you didn't see when Issa went to at the end, and when Issa went to the next episode, and Issa went up to the restaurant where she spent her whole day by herself, and Molly was in there at the door, and
Yeah,
she
but I
decided
gotta
that she
watch
wasn't.
it again. I gotta watch
Okay,
it
watch it again. We'll talk about it another time, y'all. 'Cause she ain't watching it.
again. Yeah, but I don't
I'm
know.
just saying, I've been there. I've been the person that reach out consistently, so I'm like, I feel her on that part. It's kind of
Yeah,
like you gotta have some give and take, like. But hey, we gonna have to find out what happened with them. So I think the season about to end.
yeah. So that brings up my question was. So PC asked a question about you reaching out to that old friend. Have you ever tried to reach out to them again? My question to you is there a cap? Is there a number of attempts that you give somebody of trying to reach out to them?
I would have to say no. I think it's more so like the emotional strain of it, opposed to like I've done this 10 times, I'm not doing it another 10 times.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you could really count it, because it could be something that happened, something happens this week and then something doesn't happen for like another 2 months. But I think you can also feel like you know when you're reaching out.
Yeah.
You know what the give and take is in a relationship. And I think it just gets to a point where you get fed up, opposed to feeling like um I've done this X amount of times. Like, who counts? Like, if you count, something wrong. Um
Like,
but
nah, I
I
don't
think
know.
it's more so a feeling and assessing the relationship and the point in time, like where you are, because it also could be um some factors from the outside coming in that also plays a part in how you feel, and you like, I got too much going on right now that I don't even want to think about reaching out to you because I got a lot going on. I'm not in the space to check up on you this time. Like, I wish you were in the space to check up on me, but you probably got some things going on too. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's a give and take, and I feel like at some point somebody gonna have to give in, because if both of y'all not talking to each other, somebody gonna have to say something. So when one of y'all are in a better place to really be like, hey, we need to talk. Hey, what's going on? Hey, are you okay? We haven't talked in a while. That conversation is gonna have to be had. But if you're reaching
Okay.
out and you're not giving nothing back and not getting nothing back, you might have to cool back on that. Because I think one thing for sure that I've learned from experience is reaching out to somebody and not getting nothing back. And so it's just kind of like,
Man,
okay, I tried.
that hurts. Like, for me, it takes effort. Like, whether it's a man that I'm reaching out to, or whether it's a girlfriend, like my homegirl or whatever, that I'm reaching out to, and we're trying to get over a situation that happened or talked about something, and to be that bigger person and reach out,
Mhm.
it takes effort. So then for you to read my message, or to read my message and disregard it, or not respond or anything, that hurts. So I agree with you. I'm not counting on my fingers. Well, I text her, I called her twice already, so whatever. Like, it's not that, it's just more of that gut instinct that, like, okay, I tried, I reached my max, and I'm just over it. I can't deal with it
Right.
anymore.
Can't do it no more. I
And then,
can't do it no more.
yeah, and then I also feel like with recently the situation that I was talking about in our last thing, I feel like um sorry, the little messages popping up, so it's kind of throwing me off. When somebody like cuts that opportunity, like if I extend the opportunity, or I extend the olive branch and say, hey, let's meet up for lunch. I would like to chat with you, or whatever it is that I'm saying. And they say, well, they're not available or they don't want to do it, then it's out of my hands. I tried. Like, I'm not gonna, honestly, I'm not going to come to you again and say, okay, you said no to me this time. Hey, what about this time? Because then I still feel like if I was saying that to you about a guy, like, Simone, I called him and I tried to meet up with him for lunch and he said no, he got something better to do, or he said he's not interested, and then I said, I'm gonna call him tomorrow and ask him again. You will say, no, girl, no, delete his number, like that, whatever. So I don't want it to be like, I think it's equal to me. Like, I'm not gonna put myself out there more for a friendship or anything, because both I'm trying, and if you don't want to reciprocate it, or you don't have, like, I'm just gonna use that word, respect. You don't have enough respect for our relationship to try to at least hear what I'm saying or anything like that, try to work it out with me, then I'm not about to sit at that lunch by myself. Like, if you want to, you can hit me up, because
I mean, unless you really want to, ain't nothing wrong with a little self-love, taking yourself on a date. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I mean,
We
as
have,
far as that person, like, I don't want to look, I don't hate to say the word thirsty, because it's not looking thirsty. It's just, for me, it's just like, I try. Like, what else do you want me to do? I'm not going to stalk you or anything or go crazy. I feel like if you thought about it and you really were busy, then you will reschedule. You'll say, okay, I can't go on Thursday, or I can't go to that place, but what about this? And that's what goes in that real, like, okay, if you were truly my friend, you would want to.
Exactly.
Maybe we just grew apart. Maybe this was the breaking part of it.
It was the end of that season, baby. Fall has ended. It's time for winter.
Right. All right. Do we have any other questions?
If we don't have any more questions, then we can go home.
Oh yeah, that was your little song last time.
I don't think that was the song. I just made
It
up
was
a
something
new
like that.
something like that. That's not a wine glass. What is that? Hold that cup up. That's a cup.
It's from Mean Girls, when I went to go see them on shoot, what is it called? Broadway.
You fancy.
And they had all types of drinks in here. So sometimes I drink my drinks in here.
Clearly, because you ain't got your wine yet.
I got a wine glass today.
All right. Well, if y'all ain't got no more questions, we gonna leave.
It's not juice. It's from my bottle. It's from my bottle. I don't want to. I ain't getting paid for I ain't getting paid by this company, so it's from a bottle. It's not juice.
I'm not getting paid, so it's this wine coming.
No promotion, no ads.
One day, hey, we're gonna have ad promotion, y'all. We're gonna promote a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Speaking into existence. Hey, now, come on, somebody.
Well, I want to say thank you to everyone who participated in our live, this one and the last one. I'm appreciative of the chef who said much success to you, queens. I appreciate that. I want to give a special shout out to Raven. She's been reposting our flyers on her story. That means a lot to me. So, like, side note, it means a lot to me when people vote for the vibes of the week. It means a lot when people like our quotes or talk to us in person saying, hey, y'all doing a good job. Like, that really feels good to me, because I feel like Beyonce or Sierra or Ja Rule, I don't know why I said Ja Rule, sorry, but like basically famous people get up here and people find it easy to hit that little arrow and repost their stuff or screenshot their stuff, or like, oh, go on their live, this and that or whatever. But then when it's like small businesses, it just takes so much effort to get off the ground. And just for y'all who are just simply watching this or telling your friends about it, reposting us, whatever, like showing love to us, it means a lot to me and to Simone as well. And earlier today, someone else I know reposted our flyer on his story. And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." And he was like, "No need to say thank you. This is the free part, which is
Right.
it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to repost our stuff. So if you like I said, if you like what we're doing, if you enjoyed our live today, if you just want to support a small Black business, two Black entrepreneurs, LoveLoudd. You see Simone's shirt. That's our names. My last name is Love. Simone's is Loud. If you just want to support us, it don't cost you a dime.
It
It
don't.
costs you
But you can send us a
probably,
review if you like what you see.
yeah, it
Send
probably
us a review. Let us know.
it costs you 3 seconds to just repost or hit the like button if you enjoy what you're seeing. But if you want to pay something, we have a website with merchandise. But other than that, I really appreciate all of you. And yeah, thank you for participating.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Like I said, a mouthful, but I most definitely agree. But like I said, if you like what you see, if you like what we're doing, if we said something that you was feeling, send us a review. Those are
Yeah.
appreciative too. And we'll post those on our website. You can send
And
us a DM or
subscribe
an
too.
email.
People like
Yeah.
numbers. So they see, oh, they got 500 subscribers. I'm going to subscribe too because I want to be 501. Seriously.
Yeah,
But yeah,
subscribing to
thank you.
YouTube, that's free. Sending a review, that's free. Sharing, that's free. The love. Just send us love. Send love, loud love. Becoming a member is free too, by the way, and you get discounts, exclusive
Yeah.
discounts. All these free options to support a small Black business ran by two Black queens.
Yes. All right, y'all. We love you sincerely, and we hope that you have a great night. Don't forget to listen to "You Are My Friend." Y'all know that.
Yes, that, and subscribe to our playlist on Spotify. Link is in the bio.
Yes, link in bio.
All right, love y'all. Thank y'all so much. We will see y'all in 2 weeks.
Bye, y'all.